secrets of the Crypt Keeper's haunted house. Greetings from Universal Studios Florida, kiddies. It's Secrets of the Crypt Keeper's haunted house. It's time now for battling ghosts and surviving slimy swamps, where every room presents another morbid challenge, another eerie and impossible mission for all those snoopy kids who dare to enter my chambers of horror. Here's Steve Saunders.
Welcome to the adventure game that forces you to face your fears. This is Secrets of the Crypt Keeper's Haunted House, the adventure game that pits two teams of 2 players each in 5 different challenges. The name of the game is Discord.
Hey guys, this is Mark from Mark Goes to the Movies. Welcome to Wednesday afternoon. I'm gonna release this as soon as, because we're trying to get to 100, right? We're trying to knock this shit out, do as many as we can. Hoping I can get 2 episodes a day. We'll put us at 91. This is 90, 91. Numbers are doing good. They're pretty healthy. I'm just shocked. Again, never gonna get used to that. What the hell? So I put some movies on sale for on Marketplace. This is going on with me right now. Put a Ouija board up for sale. I found it at a Goodwill. It was from '92, so it was a vintage one. And I thought so weird to have a Ouija board at the Goodwill. So I picked it up a couple years ago, and I just had it, and I don't need it. I'm trying to downsize. I'm an empty nester now. I gotta clear some stuff out. That is just me most of the time, like 99% of the time. So when am I going to use a Ouija board on myself? I don't like the 3M anyways. So I put it up for sale. People of Bethalto, Illinois, what is wrong with you? I'm not going to tell you the whole names, but my list that says possibly haunted Ouija board, vintage Ouija board. Let's see. People said, thank you for being honest. Like, it's not haunted, guys. It's maybe Parker Brothers. Some guy was like, I went to a house that had been burned badly to assess the damage. There was a Ouija board that survived that fire, not much else did. Find out. Oh, this person Marcella. Find out what you can burn, and find out what day you can burn in the village and burn it. I said, Marcella, you can do whatever you want as soon as I get my $20. And she said, not touching it. I said, thanks for commenting. Let's see. Yeah, just people fucking old people are just nuts. Like, it's crazy because these are the people that we get elected for Congress and House of Representatives and the Senate, and I know those are all the same things, and the president and all that stuff. They're like really old people, and they think the Ouija board is evil. This is who we're electing, guys. Should be an age limit on when you become president. There is for how young you are, but not how old you are. Like, goddamn, people, like, what's wrong with you? I just want $20 to get some pizza this weekend so I could watch this documentary. It's 6.5 hours. Get some pizza. I'm gonna watch Tales from the Crypt. I'm gonna watch the first season, and every week that's gonna be my plan. You're like, Mark, what are you doing this weekend? I'm gonna watch Tales from the Crypt. They're putting a new season on for the next 7 weeks. That's my that's my plan. I'm gonna watch Tales from the Crypt. I always make it to God. I mean, last time I tried watching it, I just want to watch them all, and it was gonna be a whole weekend, and I think I made it to season 5, and I was like, because it was nonstop was the problem. Like, that's what you don't want to do. You don't want to watch, because it was like 2.5 days. I was like, that's no problem. That's easy. What are we doing? It's such an easy feat to do. It's not. It's very difficult. And 5 is the best season. That's the season I stopped at. Other times I remember I watched it, and I have completed it all once a very long time ago. Maybe 9 years ago. I watched them all. And yeah, it's never make it past. Something bad always happens, but not this time though. I guess I just got tired. But yeah, Shudder's gonna have them all one season a week, and then till they get them all done. I don't know how they managed to get this done. Maybe that's where the Joe Bob money was coming from. Although you would think that Joe Bob isn't that expensive. Like Tales of the Crypt had to be expensive. Like how are they investing their whole service in this? Like if it doesn't do well, what are they gonna do? Like the whole story was that Warner Brothers or HBO, so Warner Brothers now, they own the rights to the animatronic. EC Comics, they own the rights to the actual the stories and in the name Tales from the Crypt. Because when TNT tried to do their version of it, they were going to do Tales from the Crypt, but then HBO was like, "Hey, we own that. You can't do that." And Shyamalan, M. Night Shyamalan, who was supposed to be over it, was going to destroy it from what he was putting out there. So good thing they didn't get to do it. But yeah, it's going to be interesting what they plan to do. I think it will succeed as long as it's not like the same shitty quality because the DVDs are not great, but it's all we had, you know. If you can get some nice high definition, it'd be awesome. And this leads to Tales from the Crypt Keeper. That cartoon is everywhere, right? It's on Tubi. It's literally everywhere. And so it's like, why is the TV show so hard to get? But that cartoon was literally on every streaming service that has free stuff. And then there's a game show that had Secrets of the Crypt Keeper House. I'm gonna say that's what it is for sure. I don't want to sound dumb. I know a lot of people respect my opinion, especially of the Crypt Keeper, because it's my favorite. It literally is one of my favorite things in the world. Matter of fact, if you want to call my cell phone, you'll hear. I'm gonna not. I don't answer it. I'm gonna let you go to voicemail. You'll hear the Crypt Keeper voice. So for the sake of being spam called a bunch, the number is 618-806-0546. Call that number, and yeah, you'll get the Crypt Keeper telling you Mark Powell's not available. It was a great Secrets of the Crypt Keeper's Haunted House was the game show. First episode, it ran for a year, less than a year. First episode was September 14th, 1996. The final episode was August 23rd, 1997. Yeah, it was on CBS. So yes, when George Bush's father, so George H. Bush, when he did some stupid shit where he was like, all cartoons on Saturday morning got to have a certain amount of learning in there. We don't want our kids to watch dumb shit. So you gotta have some. Every cartoon's got to have a lesson to it, a certain amount. So what they decided to do is Tales from the Crypt got canceled. Sorry, Tales from the Crypt Keeper got canceled on ABC, and instead they went to CBS. And then every story had to have a moral ending to it, where like they learned a lesson. So it was a little bit of a bummer. And I guess CBS invested hard in the Crypt Keeper, because they had his own game show. I remember there was one. There was like a one you can watch on YouTube. Let me see if I can make sure. Last time I checked, you can find on YouTube. They cancel shit. They get rid of it. Yep, 22 minutes. This oh shit, I'm gonna mess it up. I'm gonna mess it up. Yep. It's not good quality. It's like VHS quality, but it's there. It's available. But no, that's what's on Shutter. I'm gonna we'll get completely off topic on this one, huh? I'm gonna get some pizza. I'm gonna watch this documentary. I'm gonna watch Tales from the Crypt. Documentary is 6.5 hours long. It's if you, I think I've talked about it before. I know I've talked about it before. If you saw the In Search of Darkness '80s documentary, there's three of them, and it's about 12 hours altogether. I ended up getting the package. There's like $200, and my name's in the last one. So, and I had to wait 2 years. So I never wanted to do the '90s. Is there good '90s horror movies? Maybe that's what this will be about. Let's look at top '90s horror movies. Let's go to chat. Let's let chat decide this one. Let's see. Top '90s horror movies. I'll tell you if I've seen them or if they're any good. All right, dude, what are you doing? Um, all right, top '90s horror movies. Let's see. Scream, obviously that's a great one. That is probably one of the best. That's what saved horror movies. Blair Witch Project. I remember renting that movie when I was a kid. We used to rent movies on Fridays, and we'd all watch them Friday and Saturday night. And maybe that's why. That was the only time I think we were together as a family. So maybe that's why I am the way I am. But yeah, Blair Witch Project. I remember they rented that one, and cause like so much hype built around it. We never went to the movies because we were living in Thebes, so there was no movie theaters, and I guess it was too much to take an entire family to the movies. But yeah, that's a big one, man. It's despite whether you think about it or not, they're scary or not. It's not. It was a kind of changed horror movies for a while. Built up the hype and a lot of stuff. I enjoy it. I don't care what people say. It's an enjoyable horror movie. The Sixth Sense. So this came out in '99. I don't remember watching that movie. I think I've seen clips of it. I know that's a big one, but yeah, '90s horror movies doesn't really appeal to me. Maybe one day I'll watch it. I don't know. Definitely possible. Candyman. Obviously, it's a good one. Even the newest remake they did, or I don't know, was it the requel where they that one was pretty good. I like that one too. I saw that one in theaters. I've seen more movies in theaters now as an adult than probably ever would as a kid. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Yep, remember seeing that one. Again, that was part of the Scream craze when Scream came out in '96. Bunch of other movies just like it. Because Urban Legend was another one. Urban Legend, Urban Legend. I remember seeing that one, but it's funny. Eventually, we saw it, but I don't know if you remember direct. If you guys had Direct TV as a kid, I did not, but my cousins had DirecTV, and there is like a movie thing where it's like if you go to rent a movie from DirecTV, they'll let you watch the first 10, 15 minutes of the movie before they're like, all right, here's your preview, it's done. And we must have watched the Urban Legends preview 10, 20 times, like in a day. No, like it's like look forward to that. No, I remember watching it over and over again. Because there's a scene where she gets at the beginning of the scene, as Brad Dorff plays the gas attendant, and there's always like it's all the full movie's based on urban legends. All the murders are based on urban legends, and it was just funny because like I still look in the back of my car for someone hiding out. Like even though I drive pretty much a hatchback, so I would see someone no problem. But you always look in the back of your car for someone with an axe, and that's where it ends. Halloween H2O. I'm gonna maybe a little controversial this one. I think that one's just fine. It's not one. It's a good. It's Michael Myers still, but I don't like the California setting. Child's Play 2. That was a pretty good ending. I like the Toy Factory ending. Jacob's Ladder. Never seen. I've heard about it. I know about it. Someone asked about it recently about Jacob's Ladder. and they remade it with Michael Ealy, and the original is Tim Robbins, and it's like a trippy movie. Ringu, the original Ring. I've never even seen the Ring. I have it, but never seen it. Stir of Echoes, I do remember seeing that one. That was fine. Event Horizon, I've seen. I didn't get the hype around that one. People love it, but I don't. It's whatever to me. It's blah. All right, now we get some of what I think about '90s horror movies. I think about creature features and monsters. So like Tremors. Tremors, great movie. Uh, Kevin Bacon's good in that movie. Fred Willard. From Dusk Till Dawn. Again, another movie I loved as a kid. This one, I remember when I remember when they rented it and watching it. It was I believe my uncle Jerry rented it and went to his house to watch it because they rented From Dusk Till Dawn and Friday, and those are the two movies I watched back to back. The Faculty, obviously, I remember renting that one, living in Thebes, because we went to school, and I immediately started wearing t-shirts over long shirts, and that started the big trend for me for what appears to be going the rest of my life is gonna be t-shirts over long shirts. Just like Zeke or Josh Hartnett from the movie. That was a really good cast too. That was a really stacked movie for everyone's in that movie. Deep Blue Sea, dude. I remember renting that one as well. That's where the shark eats Samuel L. Jackson. That's the big one. Night of the Living Dead, 1990. This is my favorite zombie movie of all time. So that one's obviously great. New Nightmare. My grandma had recorded that one. I must have seen it a bunch of times. It's funny, my grandma Billy, she we I'd say that spend the night at her house and we'd watch the same thing over and over again. It was Halloween, and she didn't have Halloween 3 or Halloween 2, but she had Halloween 4 and 5 and then H2O. And we'd watch all the Halloweens one time. And it was usually a lot of Freddy's too, where we watch Halloween or no, so Nightmare on Elm Street 1, 2. She had all those, I think. I don't think she missed any of those. But we'd watch a marathon of them, and I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm pretty tired." But she'd act like she was watching these movies for me. And when New Nightmare was always the last one, it was like I was exhausted. People Under the Stairs. That's another one she had. It's a good Wes Craven movie. Again, he's probably the best '90s horror director there was. Army of Darkness. I don't really care for Army of Darkness. My favorite Evil Dead movie is Evil Dead 2, and then the remake they did. Let's see. Give me 20 more. Give me 10 more. Where are we at? Where are we in this one? 17 minutes. We could do 10 more. All right. Give me 10 more. Let's see what they come up with. The documentary is 6.5 hours long for just 95 to 99. The Craft. I did watch that not too long ago. I watched it for the first time. It was enjoyable. I liked it. Wishmaster. I have all those movies. I'm sure I've watched it at some point. In the Mouth of Madness, never seen it. As a John Carpenter movie. For John Carpenter being one of my favorite horror directors, and he's one of the only, I think, well, him and Joe Dante are the horror directors I have the autographs of. Um, I'm missing a lot of his movies. Sleepy Hollow. I actually didn't watch it when it came out, but I watched it much later, and I actually really enjoy Sleepy Hollow. That might be, I don't want to say it's Tim Burton's best movie because that's Beetlejuice. But yeah, he's pretty good. The Frighteners. I've never actually watched that movie. I've only seen clips of it. I've only seen parts from documentaries and stuff. But yeah, it started off as a Tales from the Crypt episode. Arachnophobia. I like that one quite a bit. That was another one I've seen. Uh, Thinner is another great one. It's probably Stephen King's best movie. I think it's one I enjoy quite a bit. Lake Placid. I do remember in that one a bunch too. Let's see, Bride of Chucky. again, that's one that they would play that with Urban Legend, and you'd watch the first 10 minutes, and you already see the scene with the glove, Freddy's glove, and Jason's mask, and all that stuff, and in the police locker. Phantoms, never seen. I have it in my Amazon cart. I'm gonna get it one day. And that's the 10 they gave us. So I mean, that's my thoughts on the 90s horror movies. Maybe we'll go through. I'll go through a director. Maybe we'll do that. We'll go through a director, and then as another series we'll start doing, and we'll look at all of his movies, and I'll tell you which ones are good, which ones are bad. But that's it for this episode of Mark Goes to the Movies. I hope you enjoy it, and as always, go watch a movie, nerd.